Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for coming on and watching Coopersthaiadventure live stream Crypto Mondays with myself and sidekick, Brooke Schneider. Thank you, Mr. Schneider. Now, why am I smiling? No, it's not because I'm going on holiday tomorrow.
Oh, yes, it is.
No, it's not. Because two big, huge things happened last week in crypto. And I know what you all are thinking. Cooper, we know there was a stockpile and strategic Bitcoin reserve, but why is crypto down? Why is it not bouncing? This is mega bullish news. Why are we going down, 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 down? Bitcoin, as we sit, is at 80,000 flat. Last time I checked, what is it now? But
81.2.
81.2, so sort of hovering in their low 80s. And all the alts are sort of following suit. What the heck is going on? Volatility in the market. A lot of people are afraid. A lot of people expected POTUS, to the president of the United States, to announce when are they going to start buying Bitcoin? How much are they going to buy? Where are they going to get the money from to buy? And everything else. And it's freaked a lot of people out because there was no announcement. We got told there Friday there's going to be the very first crypto summit on the planet, for the US government. And it was a nothing burger. We went around the table, introduced a few people, and that was about it. So all we have to look at is what were the executive orders that he signed. Now, did you read both executive orders in full, Brooke?
Pretty well.
Yeah. Well, here's my take on it, and then I'd like your take as well, of course, and those of you that are watching on the live stream. The first thing he did was he made a Bitcoin strategic reserve. So he kept his promise on that
Strictly
part.
Bitcoin.
Strictly Bitcoin for strategic reserve.
Good.
What is the strategic reserve? A strategic reserve are what governments have all around the world to protect themselves in economic hardship. For example, America and a lot of other countries around the planet, they all have strategic reserves in oil,
Yes.
petroleum, natural gases, rare earth minerals, gold, silver, copper,
cheese.
Yes, we even have a strategic reserve in cheese. So a lot of governments around the world have these strategic reserves, protect themselves in economic hardship. So he signed an executive order for that. But there was no announcement as to what's going on until you read the fine print. In the fine print, he's directed the people that are going to be in charge of the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve to look at ways to accumulate more Bitcoin without costing the American taxpayer one penny.
Good idea.
So, what options are there for the American government to get more Bitcoin? Well, one of the options is they can reevaluate the price of gold that they currently hold at Fort Knox and several other holding places in the US, because they originally valued it at $43 an ounce. Well, it's close to $2,000. So what's it, $3,000, almost $2,900 an ounce right now.
Yeah.
So that would be a huge surplus. They could reevaluate that and put the new evaluation into Bitcoin. The difference. That's one way they can do it. They could sell bonds, government bonds, as a way. They could use tariffs as another way. The tariffs are getting from China, Mexico, and Canada.
Yep.
To put into it, because it's not going to cost the U.S. taxpayer any additional money. There's so many different ways. America government owns a lot of land, like 44% of the land in the USA is owned by the American government. Ooh. They could lease that land out and use the money from the lease to put it in. There's a lot of different options.
Doge savings they could put in.
Doge savings, yes. There's a number of options that they can do. A lot of countries around the world owe America a lot of money. So they could use that money that they owe them to buy. Again, not costing taxpayers any more money. So when is this all going to take place? Because right now the market makers are playing with the crypto prices, and hence why it's all down. When is this going to take place? Well, Saylor let it leak on a interview on TV last week before he met with the government on Friday. And he let it leak. He looked at his calendar and he told the news broadcaster, yeah, they've got until the middle of June to put the proposal on the president's desk and for him to sign it. Of the best ways to raise money, how much money will be raised, and how much of it they want to allocate into Bitcoin. So we're literally only 2 months away. So we're in March right now. You got April, May, and then we're in June. A little over to 60 days. And this is they have to have this done. When the president signed this new legislation and when he passed the crypto bills, he gave them a timeline. When he formed this new legislative body in the government to look into this, he gave them a deadline then. So this deadline is going to be coming fast. It's only 60 days away. Hold on to your boots. I think we're in for a hell of a ride. I think I could see prices skyrocket. Now, once America does this, a lot of countries around the world are going to want to do the same.
Which I think they're doing already.
Which I think they're doing already. When you've got countries like Qatar have just announced in the last month, they've started a strategic Bitcoin reserve, and they put a portion of their sovereign wealth fund into it. You've got countries around the world that are making it crypto safe havens. No tax on crypto. That's the next biggest thing crypto holders want to hear. Any crypto made in America will be tax free.
Yeah, we'll see.
That I can see happening, or they lower the threshold on it substantially, maybe down to 5 or 10% for crypto taxes. But he said he wants to make America the crypto capital of the world. The only way he can do that is match what other countries are doing. For example, Japan, no tax on crypto. Holland, no tax on crypto. Switzerland, no tax on crypto. Dubai, no tax on crypto. El Salvador, no tax on crypto. So there's 5 countries right there I can name off the top of my head, and I'm sure there's more, that they've said no tax on crypto. They can make it that if you hold it for 1 year or more, no tax. Because already there's a reduced rate. In America, if you hold stocks, for example, and you hold it for more than 1 year, the capital gains tax goes from 35% down to 20%. So you save yourself 15% there, quite a bit, almost half. And I think that's something that this administration is going to have to seriously look into. We need crypto regulation out there. We need crypto laws out there to protect people. The banks are now seriously looking into this. The head of the SEC is expected to bring out new legislation in the next month regulating how banks can hold and store and lend against crypto. Huge news.
Yeah, they've already allowed the banks, to do that now.
Mhm.
They repealed one of the so-called acts or laws, whatever it was, that prevented the banks from
SOB 121.
Yeah, and now that's gone. So the banks actually now are able, and I mean they're working on how to do that and how to present it and what options to put in there. But that's a big thing.
Yeah.
My take on the Bitcoin reserve, we kind of knew it was coming. Promises made, promises kept. They're not going to announce what they're doing. It's like you say, hey, I want to buy that piece of property. I'm going to let everybody know Jesus, I'm buying that property regardless of the price. You're not going to do it. You're going to, watch hedge your bets, and that's, in my opinion, what they're doing. Look, we got a pro crypto president. He surrounded himself with pro crypto smart guys.
Yes.
Like some of the smartest business people on the planet are in that government now working. And, that's, they see the future for that. There's a lot of stuff that has to be done in the government. I mean, Musk is, cutting the wasteful spending every day. It seems there's more stuff he finds that you shake your head when you hear, what the hell were we spending money on that for? Those are the source of funds that you could put into the Bitcoin reserve, and at least you're going to get something back. As far as issuing bonds, you issue bonds backed by Bitcoin, trust me, there'll be buyers all over. So that's another, it's kind of like pulling a sailor. Issue the bonds, take the money, buy Bitcoin. It's a smart thing to do. So overall, I was quite happy with what transpired.
I was.
Slow and steady wins the race, and you don't want this price going crazy with this type of announcement, which it didn't. And it was kind of like, to me, buy the rumor, Trump
sell
won,
the news.
Sell the news. And that's kind of, Trump won the election. My God, everybody was buying. That's the rumor. That's what's coming. And then it came, he signed the bill, price goes down, sell the news. So that's what's happened. But it's a great time to load up. Bitcoin's on sale. If we go back like even 6 months, Bitcoin was, a little over 50,000 a coin. It touched out, it doubled that within the last 6 months, and now it's trading at 80. Well, it's still, 60% higher than it was 6 months ago. So that's where I see the future is. I'm not worried at all. I'm continuing to stack. I'm not selling. My advice to anyone, don't sell, but hodl your Bitcoin. So yeah, I think the future is rosy.
The future is rosy. And Michael Saylor was there from Strategy, formerly known as MicroStrategy. He was there as well. And he released on X his 34 pages of what he was proposing to the US government to do. And he was proposing for them to buy between 5 and 25% of all the Bitcoin on the planet. But he advised that'd be tough to do. There's a lot. But there's 15 million, because we estimate there's about 5 million million left to be mined in the next 100 years. So you got about 15 million that's on current market of Bitcoin. And he advised them to do it slow.
Yep.
Don't go in and spend $1 trillion in one day and buy Bitcoin.
No, you'll cause the price to go ballistic.
It'll cause the price to go ballistic, and then there'd be a big crash, and a lot of people will be upset. So he advised them to do it on like a daily basis, a weekly basis, like what he's doing. He's buying Bitcoin every Monday. Most Mondays he announces a buy. Excuse me. And he said on there that they were very, very interested in what he was proposing. So that could be an avenue forward. So what's happening this week is there's supposed to be a big announcement from Cynthia Lummis on Tuesday, so tomorrow. There'll be a big announcement from her and another senator. Don't know what that's going to be, but they're going to make an announcement tomorrow. Not getting my hopes up about that one too much. Maybe they'll say when they're going to propose it to the Senate and the House of how to acquire the 1 million Bitcoin, or maybe they're going to announce that there's they're going to do an audit at Fort Knox, or they've done the audit at Fort Knox, whatever. Who knows what the announcement is going to be tomorrow. But I think this is very bullish news moving forward for crypto and Bitcoin as a whole. We know about the strategic Bitcoin reserve. Next was the stockpile. Okay, so the U.S. government does not know how much crypto it holds that is seized over the years from illicit things that people have done, buying, selling, and drugs or whatever, that they've seized. So first thing they want to do is an audit. And that audit is going to take place immediately. And then they want to move all that they have to one location. They want the Fed to be in charge of that. So the Fed will hold all these different altcoins. The Fed will hold the strategic Bitcoin reserve. And they said in the executive order that for the altcoins, they can't buy anymore. Okay, they can only keep what is seized, but they can sell it at a future date if they need to.
Good.
With the strategic Bitcoin reserve, however, they announced that they can't sell it. They have to hold it for 20 years. Minimum 20 years.
Yeah.
Well, that is
I don't think you'll see
time.
them ever sell their Bitcoin.
Well, because they can
They don't
borrow
want to end up
against
like
it.
Germany.
Yeah,
Okay?
they can offset their debt in 20 years.
Well, yeah. It's no, I don't ever think they'll be selling it. So
yeah,
once it goes into that, it's disappeared.
Yeah,
good.
So they're saying if Bitcoin hit $34 million a coin, that would offset the 34 trillion that they owe if they bought 1 million coins.
Mm-hmm.
So 20 years, that's very possible in 20 years' time.
Oh, or less.
A sailor put out in his white paper to the U.S. government, the price of Bitcoin in 20 years' time will be somewhere between 12 and $84 million a coin.
Very well happen.
So, if you work it out over the space of time, then yes, it could very well happen, because you think in 20 years' time we'll have 5 halvings. So the amount that the miners can mine on a daily basis, it's going to go down, quite a lot over that next 5 halvings.
Yeah.
So that is the news that we have for you in the crypto world today. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll start off with the live stream, see who we got online.
Tony Montana, good morning, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene, Jackie, all the gang watching. Have a wonderful holiday.
And thank you, Tony.
Is it a holiday today?
Tomorrow it is for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fly out to Brazil tomorrow night.
Oh, that's what he's talking about. Robert McMedia, hello, Cooper.
Hello, Robert. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Robert again, like number 1.
Oh, he was the first
hit
one
that like button, make
smash the
smile.
thumbs up button. Thank you so much, Robert. Much appreciated.
Jack Bree, good morning, CBD from a wet and wild Brisbane. Cyclone Alfred just passed through.
Yeah,
my granddaughter's down in Palm Beach, which is and she's got a whack of amount of rain down there. So, but she's high enough, so we'll hope they'll get through it. Cyclone Jack says, okay. Gary Nedswick, good morning, Cooper and everyone. And
good morning to you, Gary, and thank you for being a channel member and having the badge next to your name. Much appreciated.
Jim Collis, hi guys. Is the Route 66 breakfast on today, please?
Yes, it is. 11 o'clock today. We will be there for our final meal before our flight tomorrow.
So what, 3 hours from now?
Yeah.
A little less than 3 hours.
Exactly. We'll be there. And thank you for being a channel member, Jim. Much appreciated.
See everybody there. Jack Bree, no power for 60 hours. Generator working overtime. Wow. Well, there's a guy thinking ahead. Got his generator.
Yeah, smart man.
Living the adventure. I'm sorry, but I firmly believe that Bitcoin will not break the 110K mark again for quite some time. And over 200K is still years away. I would take a bet on that.
I would.
Yeah.
I would say that we'll know for sure come the middle of June, sorry, because that's when they're going to make the announcement where the money's going to come from. And I expect the same as you, that they won't announce that they're going to buy 200,000 Bitcoin tomorrow, for example. They'll just go buy it, and then they'll put it out in the news. Yeah, American government's just bought another 200,000 Bitcoin or something. Or, they bought 5,000 Bitcoin or 10,000, and they're going to plan to do that every week if that's what they want to do, slow roll it. So the price doesn't go parabolic too fast, too quick. I think if it stays steady and it keeps going up month after month over the next 4 years, that's a good thing.
Yeah. So you've got the U.S. government doing this executive order. So they've created a strategic Bitcoin reserve. They're looking at how to fund it. Well, guess what happens across the planet? Governments are saying, well, hold it now. They're doing that. Maybe we better take a look. Not saying everybody's jumping on the bandwagon, but there more of them now are looking into the possibility. So that's a good thing. Some of them are going to start doing the same thing as the states. They don't want to be left behind. Now let's take a look at the US states. Texas, I think, is one of the top 10 economies on the planet.
Yes, it is.
It's bigger than Canada.
Yes.
The GDP in Texas is bigger than Canada, and they're about to, put a strategic Bitcoin reserve in place for Texas.
Yes.
So that's almost like another country with, one of the top economies on the planet. Oh, now they've come on board. So you got the US government, and now you've actually got the individual states looking at it. And again, not all of them are going to do it, but boy, there is quite a few. You got Utah, Texas, I believe Arizona. You got several of the states looking at doing this, and you add all that up. So, slow and steady is going to win the race here. And that's why I do see it, progressing upwards. I think we're definitely going to hit a new all-time high.
I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
The last all-time high we hit was just over 109,000.
Yeah.
On Coinbase. So that was the last all-time high we hit. If you look at other platforms, some say high 108, and some say low 109.
Yeah.
So according to Coinbase, it was 109.2 was the last high that we hit.
And like BlackRock with IBIT, that's how a lot of people play the Bitcoin. It's, the ETF related to strictly to Bitcoin. You now have options trading on, Bitcoin on the IBIT. Well, you can generate income, guys, from selling calls against your stock in Bitcoin with IBIT. So if you want to if you're thinking, well, you know what, it's going to tread water, I think the rest of the year, you might want to sell some calls and, put 150,000 strike price on it and see what happens. You're going to collect premiums and be able to live on that until it actually goes up. So just a thing to look at.
Yeah, but I can understand the optimism there, living the adventure. I felt like that, it's like, gosh, all this positive news and the price is still going down and down. It's the market manipulators. They do this. They go after the shorts and the longs, and several $100 million was just liquidated because they went after the shorts. You should never short Bitcoin. But that's what they do. They go after it, bring more money in, take their Bitcoin away, go after the next one. If it's up, it'll go up. If it's down, it'll go down. And that's the way that it plays out. And it's also brings a great buying opportunity for those big businesses, big companies, and countries that want to get into it.
Yeah.
So they bring the price down, and what are we now? We're like 30% away from the all-time high here at low 80s. So they'll bring the price down so they can buy even more. Goes up, they sell. Goes down, they buy.
Yep. Oh, there's definitely manipulation going on.
But yeah, I would say that we're definitely nowhere near hitting a top yet in crypto and Bitcoin or the altcoins. I think that's still yet to come.
Well, and another thing is money supply. Money has to find a home when it gets issued. So these printing presses are starting to rev up again with, again, nothing backing the paper money.
No.
We're talking countries like Japan. Germany now has just said to hell with having budgets. We're going to print money like a son of a bitch. The states probably are going to have to pay their bills, so they'll be printing more money. My point is the money supply is about to explode, and that money has to find a home, and that's actually good for Bitcoin because as the paper money, paper currency with nothing backing it gets more and more issued, people are looking for safe assets. Bitcoin is it. Gary Nedzik, sorry to heat that, Jack B. Where are you? Good that you had backup.
Yeah, for the generator.
Okay. Oh, yeah, right. Brisbane, Queensland, he says.
Yeah.
Okay. Robert Pierpont, there was nothing bullish about the news. What they said was no different than saying they're creating a BMW reserve and all the BMWs they have confiscated. Yeah, that's true.
That's pretty much sums it up there, Robert. And that's what scared the market, and hence why they're selling. because they didn't make that announcement.
People were hoping for more. But
We wanted more. I think a lot of people were hoping a lot more rather than a round table of people there saying hello. So let's see. Let's see what happens. We're only 60 days away from it.
yeah. Jeff Sigler, greetings CBD and Jay and the rest of the gang. Hope everyone is doing okay.
We are, Jeff. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Ken Beck, I believe this is market manipulation. Correct. The biggest news, and most people are missing it, is Bitcoin adoption and acceptance. Absolutely, Kenny.
Yeah.
It's continually growing, and slow and steady will win the race. And stay tuned, guys. You'll be wishing Bitcoin was you had bought more when it was 50, and you'll be wishing you bought more when it was 80, and you'll be wishing you bought more when it's 100. Gary Nedzek, Jack B, hope the power comes back on soon down in Brisbane. Robert Pierpont, we are in a terrible economy, correct? They are not buying Bitcoin, not anytime soon. Take that to the bank. I think he's talking about the government.
The people too, can't afford to buy it right now.
No, well, hey, some people can.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I think we're in for some big changes there. I want to see what he's going to do. I do want to see what the president's going to do. And I will be tuning in daily to find out. Even on the cruise ship, I will have Wi-Fi and I will be getting my daily updates to find out exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you'll be messaging me too. Coop, are you seeing this?
I would say the economy is not terrible. It's in a bit of a downtrend. Prices are up, so that's unfortunate. But anyways, it's not a depression era time at all. So, we'll see what happens. Jack Bree, 3,000 plus houses without power. Who knows? Yeah, that's 300,000 houses probably is what he's meaning there, down in Queensland, New South Wales, where the cyclone went through.
Yeah.
See how long it takes to get back. Hopefully not long.
Sorry for that, Jack.
Living the adventure. Doubtful it will happen anytime soon. Talking about buying for the reserve.
60 days. That bill has got to be on the president's desk.
That's a plan.
In 60 days.
Yeah, the plan.
The plan to buy.
Yeah. JJ, good morning, CBD.
Good morning, JJ.
He was at
Route 66
last week, wasn't he? Yeah, it was maybe see you there again. What's Duke doing these days, Coop? Since when is Bitcoin price dependent on the government buying?
It's not.
No,
it is not. But I think, Duke, that will boost the Bitcoin price. I think that it'll pressure a lot of governments around the world to do the same thing. And that's where I see it going.
Well, it's not talked about much, but, BlackRock, the biggest money manager on the planet, is instituted in a pretty big portfolio that they manage, 1 to 2% allocation to Bitcoin. First time ever any money manager has, done that. And it's kind of like, I'm not saying an AI type of platform, but it kind of, as money comes in, it automatically puts it out to these vehicles that hold it. And I mean, there's an adoption, guys, right there. That's like there's continual buying in these plans.
Daily.
Yeah. So good news.
So we'll start to see those move up again.
Who shall not be named. He who shall not be named. Trump will say anything to keep the people in line and subservient. Then you find out the grift afterwards. Well, we'll see.
Well, I think that that the president, he's got himself a bit of a quandary there. He's got to do what he pledged to do, because if he doesn't, Republicans will not sit again in the Oval Office for the next 20 years. I can pretty much guarantee you that. Just look at England and what's happening with the Labour government. So they're screwing up badly over there. So I think he's going to do exactly what he said he's going to do on this one.
Promises made, promises kept.
And I firmly believe that.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't, then he's just ruined the Republican Party for the next 20 years.
Yeah, well, okay. Scott Jean from New Zealand. Afternoon, Cooper and Brooke, getting on a plane. See you this week from New Zealand. Wow.
And I'm getting on a plane too, Scott. I'm getting on a plane tomorrow night. Actually, I've got to be at the airport at 10 o'clock at night, Bangkok Airport. And then our flight leaves at 1 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday.
Wowzer.
Yeah, I'll be getting on a plane too.
We'll see,
And I'm
Scotty.
not looking forward to my flight. I really ain't.
Well, I wouldn't either.
And the reason is, okay, it's only a 6-hour flight from here to Dubai. Great, no problem. But then I've got a 16-hour flight from Dubai to Brazil, and I'm not looking forward to that. 16 hours on a plane. That's to be the longest flight I've ever had in my life.
You're still a young
I'm
whippersnapper.
not looking forward
You'll
to
handle that
at all.
standing on your head. But no, Scotty, we'll maybe see you at the meet and greet.
Yes,
we'll
the
be
meet
there.
and greet still will take place this month on the 25th.
25th.
I've already saw Gary, who's the owner of Fraser Sports Bar, where we hold the meet and greet.
Yep.
And reserve 50 seats for everybody to come
At 6 o'clock,
6 p.m. on
at
Tuesday, the
Fraser's.
25th.
Fraser's.
The meet and greet.
Yeah. On not Second Road.
To Prior Road.
To Prior Road. Yeah.
There you go. Phil T.
Phil T says this week is a watch and see whether Bitcoin goes up or down. If it goes down, I could even see a 70K bottom, but who knows, as there is a lot of fear in the markets right now.
Yeah, I could see Bitcoin touching low 70s. I don't think it'll go down as far as 70.
Buy an opportunity,
but I could see it going down possibly 75, 74 thereabouts. Let's see what this announcement is tomorrow. That's supposed to be big. You know, I'll take that with a pinch of salt, of course, from Cynthia Loomis. And then we'll see what happens to the markets.
The whales are not selling.
No.
The big boys are buying.
They're still buying.
It's the tourists that are selling.
Yes.
Okay. The in and outers. And, you know, they'll take their losses and never come back again, you know, until it's probably double the price. And then they'll think, oh, maybe we better try.
Yeah. That's exactly what I think is happening.
Paul Martin, what the hell has happened to the price of Tesla? When do you guys think the price of Tesla will start moving up? Shortly.
Shortly, this summer, because the taxis, Tesla taxis, will be out on time.
Robo-taxis.
Tesla's announced that they will be out in time this summer. So that is still to happen. And I think that's going to be a big one and help boost Tesla's prices up.
Yeah.
So watch out for that one. That's coming this summer. End of the year, we'll have the first 1,000 robots, Tesla robots, out on the market.
Well, I'm like Jamie. I invest answers. I like Bitcoin, and I like an AI play. And for me, the AI play is Tesla.
It's same as me. Yeah.
It's not a car company the way I look at it. A lot of analysts look at it as a car company. I look at it as an AI play, you know, with everything they got going, the battery packs, the humanoid robots, the robo-taxis. My God, there's so much they've got on their plate that are going to generate a lot of income going forward. Yeah. So I'm kind of doing a long-term outlook on Tesla, similar to Bitcoin. And this week, I actually flipped some of the MicroStrategy I had into Tesla, because I was light on Tesla. So, yeah, but that's my view on that. I think, yeah, when will it start moving up? I think it could be any day. I think it's way oversold. So, yeah. What's Duke doing these days, Coop?
Q2, hopefully. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
Q2,
what I think.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'd be thinking that you should see Tesla prices by the end of the year somewhere above 500.
And I think Bitcoin will be up too. Who's going to be the fastest horse? Well, I got a little bit of both. So
yeah, I did.
Jeff Sigler, it sounds like our MSTY dividend is going to be pretty crappy this week. Yeah, it's probably going to be. I haven't looked at it, but there'll still be a payout. So that's good news, guys. And
do you want to look while I take over the questions?
Yeah,
and
go
see
ahead.
what it is. Brooke will just check that for you, Jeff. Live and Learn with Mike says, hi, DJ Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. I sure miss Thailand, but I'm back in America taking care of my dad. And thank you, Mike, for giving us an update, letting us know you made it okay. Give our best to your father. I hope he's well, and we wish for you to have a speedy return, buddy. Rodney says, hello, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke. Good morning to you, Rodney. Thank you for coming on and joining us. Living the Adventure says, I cannot figure out how to become a channel member. Please help. Okay, Living the Adventure. Basically, you go to our channel on your TV, and you'll see our little icon with me and Darlene. You click on that and it says join or go to channel. Click on the join button. It costs $2 a month and you get the badge next to your name. That's simple. So it's not too hard to do there. So I know a lot of people don't know about it, but yeah, that's how you go about it. Just go to our channel little round circle icon, click on that. It gives you the option to join or go to channel. Click on the join button.
Yeah. So Misty hasn't declared the payout yet.
Okay.
But it's based on the volatility of MicroStrategy. The volatility is, obviously they're a month behind. They pay out monthly. Volatility has been going down, so there'll be less of a payout from that aspect. The stock price is going down as well, so that affects it somewhat. But volatility is starting to turn on that, and I think it's a terrific buy right now at the prices they're at. Not only a MicroStrategy, but the Misty shares.
Yeah, because I'm thinking MicroStrategy is going to open tonight when the stock market's open here, Thailand time, under 300. It did get up to 315, but I think it's going to be under 300 because Bitcoin prices dropped.
Yep. I could see that happening. As far as the payout, it could be $1.50, could be a little less even. We'll see. It was 202, I think, last month, down from 227 the month before that, down from over $3, down from over $4. So it's been continually dropping, but so has the price of MicroStrategy, and the volatility has been, decreasing. So, but I think it's a terrific buying opportunity. And once they start rebounding, which they will, you'll see the payouts start to go back up.
Yeah, and I've got an announcement to give before we go any further into the questions. The announcement I have to give is, you all know now that we're going on vacation, myself and Darlene, tomorrow night. We're going on a cruise ship across the Atlantic Ocean. So we'll be gone until the 1st of April when we come back to Thailand. In the meantime, we'll be releasing plenty of videos for you guys to watch on the channel. And Brooke Schneider is going to be doing the live streams every Monday and Saturday. So he'll do the Crypto Monday by himself. He loves to play this innocent face. And so we've set it up now that while we're gone, you still will have your 2 live streams a week. Crypto Monday and Saturdays. Wednesday is going to be canceled, the live stream.
You'll have a video
until we
Wednesday,
get back. There'll be videos out.
Okay, well, that's
on
good.
the channel for people to watch.
Okay,
while we're gone, because we filmed quite a few videos. So there you go. That's the update on the channel. What's going to be happening for the month of March.
We'll do our best. Yeah. What's Duke doing these days? Doge rebate checks from Elon will save us all.
$5,000 is what they're saying.
Wow, wouldn't that be nice?
I know. I would like it. I'll spend it in the casino on the ship.
Gary Nedzweg, Jeff Ziegler, isn't the price based on volatility correct?
Yes, it is.
Talking about Misty there. Terry Fallon, hello, gents, again from Bancroft, Ontario. Guess what? It's snowing again. Enough said. Ready for the beaches of Thailand.
Get yourself over here, Terry.
Yeah, Bancroft is, that's snow country. Good hunting up there, too. Zandra Guffen Askew, hello, Coop and Brooke. I'm looking forward to moving to Thailand. Great. I am planning on living the rest of my retirement in Bangkok. Wow, big city. I just have to wait until 2026. So,
okay,
a year away.
What, 9 months away?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, and, big city Bangkok, not my cup of tea, but boy, you don't really need a vehicle there.
You never get bored in Bangkok.
No, transportation is great. Get near one of the lines when you settle in your condo, and there's so much to do in a big city like that.
Oh, yeah.
After a while, you get to know where the best places are, and Phil T, you're spot on that. You're spot on that if the U.S. makes crypto tax-free, it'll be a total game changer.
And I think it will.
Or at least more favorable, than anywhere else. So
it's got to compete with the rest of the world.
Yeah.
It's got to compete with Japan. It's got to compete with Switzerland. It's got to compete with Holland. It's got to compete with El Salvador, all the Dubai, all the countries that have said they want to become a safe haven, crypto hub. America's got to compete on the open market. And that's the way I see it happening moving forward.
Jeff Ziegler, Gary, I think only partially based on volatility. Yeah, a lot of it. No, it's volatility is the big thing. They don't own the stock. they strictly trade options. So they're, selling calls, buying puts, buy and sell on the options. Robert Pierpont, 4 million houses with FHA loans are underwater bad. Just came out that the Fed government has been propping these mortgages up to keep from crashing the housing market. I think he's talking about the US there.
Australia, I think, Robertson.
Oh, is he? Okay. Yeah. FHA. Well, okay. I thought that would be US, but let us know where you are, Robert, which country you're referring to.
Yeah.
But they're probably similar in both countries, these mortgages that were cheap that had to be renewed. I know in Canada, like, hey, rates are up you're not getting 2 or 3% anymore typically. Captain Action, Henry from Tampa, Cooper and Brooke, super show.
And thank you, Captain Action, and thank you for being a channel member. Much appreciated.
JJ again, Bitcoin is high risk, but with high rewards. Correct. Only invest what you can afford to lose. I don't think you're going to lose. And if it keeps you awake at night, sell it. Well, that's the issue you got to handle is, if you look day to day, you're going to get probably depressed, or, you'll be elated or depressed, one of the two. So you kind of just got to put it away like I do. Don't worry about it. Sell some calls and, live on the premiums. But
yeah, just leave it and, have a look where you are a year later.
Yeah.
4 years later, 10 years later. And you'll be very happy. If you look at the day-to-day volatility, you're going to be depressed.
With a 15-year track record, no one has lost money on Bitcoin if they've held it for 4 years. In other words, a cycle.
Yes.
If you bought, and I don't care what time you bought it, you could have bought at the peak every time. Within that 4-year period, it exceeded that, so you didn't lose. But yeah, with that track record of 15 years, it's, that's, you can sleep at night.
Yeah.
Don Delonic, there's Mr. XRP. Good morning, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke. Late slept you. Good for you, Don.
You're retired, Don. Enjoyed the life
Andy
of Thailand.
Yeah. April C, the robo-taxis are out. I rode in one last week. Yeah, they're
the Waymo's out. But the new robo-taxi from Tesla, I know they released the cars with full FSD in them straight out of the box. So from day one, from picking it up from the dealer, it'll drive itself. But the actual taxis, I think, are coming out July. I want to say, I think that's what the projected release date is.
July,
around about that date.
Big announcement supposedly, but there, believe it or not, the Tesla robo taxis, self-driving, we're talking here, without intervention by the human, are in China already.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and there's the Chinese vloggers. I mean, they have their own platforms there, but you're talking like a billion people.
Oh yeah,
so they're big. And they're raving about this. Like they're blown away. So, and BYD is their biggest competitor in sales, but they can't touch them in their self-driving ability.
Yeah.
So rumor has it, more than a rumor, I think, BYD has approached Tesla about doing some sort of sharing of technology.
Okay.
Good luck.
We'll but what I think will happen there, April, is that they'll have like a Tesla app that you can download, a Tesla Cyber Taxi app, and you can summon a taxi to wherever you are, and it'll come with no driver. You jump in, and it'll take you to where you want to go.
Yeah,
and that I think is going to be super fantastic, and is going to help the share prices immensely this year.
The tax, like, sure, when the taxes come out, that'll be like volume. But you can buy a Tesla, subscribe to the app, and it'll be self-driving now.
Yes.
And you can take a 200-mile trip without touching the steering wheel. Heavens to Betsy, isn't that something?
Kind of reminds me of Knight Rider. I remember watching an episode of Knight Rider with David Hasselhoff, and he was driving Knight Rider, the car, Kit. And he was asleep at the wheel, and Kit was driving, and a police car come up beside him, and he got out, making out that he was disabled with a stiff neck. But yeah, now here we are. 20 years later, it's a reality.
Yeah, reality.
And a shout out to Captain Action, who just renewed his membership and has now been a channel member for 5 months. Thank you, Captain Action. And he says, hit the like button.
Make Darlene smile.
Yes, please. If you're enjoying the show, hit the like button. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny.
Out. Robert Pierpont, MicroStrategy is 266 in the aftermarket, 24-hour market.
Yeah.
We'll see. There's, I don't.
We still got until the market opens.
I don't
another
do
12 hours or so.
Not enough volume, but we'll see. And it's volatile. Even during the day, it's volatile. But anyways, I don't worry about that.
Yeah, but it'll definitely open below 300.
Tony Montana, Misty will let us know this Wednesday night after 7 p.m. Thailand time what the payout will be.
What the dividend will be.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Tony.
Willie Gilligan, I got into Bitcoin in 2011, mining using graphic cards. Then as the hash rates went up, I had to buy and run ASICs just to keep up the hash rate. ASICs got too expensive, so I closed my rigs with 115 Bitcoin. Well done. Wow, Willie.
Wow.
Oh, you're sitting on that load.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Well done to your Willie buddy.
Yeah, if you got in early on the mining, my God.
I wish I would have. I really do.
Yeah.
I didn't know enough about it. That was my own fault. I didn't do my research. But if I would have got into it 10 years ago in mind, think about where I'd be now. Wow.
Don Delana, crypto down to weak stock markets and massive manipulation of the crypto market.
Yeah.
Correct. Look at the charts and down and up all the cryptos. Big whales singing from the same song sheet right now.
Because they're buying the dip.
Buy. They're buying the dip.
Yeah, they are buying the dip big time.
They know where the future is. Blakester Drums, evening gents, opening a Schwab account this week. Good for you, and plan on getting 5K in Misty. Thoughts?
Good idea.
Yeah, like you can buy Misty under 20. I think that's a steal, and it's probably going to be there shortly. So, and that'll give you a monthly check.
Yes.
So if you're needing extra income on a budget, say, that's a great vehicle. Now, I had bought a whack of Misty, and it was my own fault for not doing enough due diligence. I knew the payouts. That was great. What I didn't think about, and I put this into a tax-free account, guys. So I'm thinking, well, this is great. I'm going to get my dividends, and I can pull it out when I want. Well, hold on now. I was informed, when my dividend, I made a call and I says, yeah, this isn't in my tax-free account. Will I be? Well, you have a U.S. withholding tax. And that, how the fuck did how did I not think of that? So the U.S. takes it before I even get the damn money.
Yes.
And I was told it was going to be 30%. 30%, those sons of, because if I bought MicroStrategy, I don't pay any withholding tax.
Yeah.
As it doubles, I'll get the money. You know what I mean? So that kind of turned me off of Misty just because of that. So definitely, I guess the point of that is check with your accounts. Now, Blakester, he's a U.S. guy because you have to be that to get a Schwab.
Yeah.
So he'll have zero withholding tax. He'll just have to worry about it at year end if it's not in a tax-free account. So that turned me off. So I did actually flip it from Misty back into MicroStrategy and say, hey, I'll just wait out the ride. But it is a great account for people looking to supplement
their income.
Now, I do have people from England that are in it, Scotland, and they're okay paying withholding tax. Most countries, if you file the right form, it's W8BEN, it's called. Check with your home country. They have a tax treaty. So you only pay a 15% withholding.
That's right.
And the guys are okay with that because they're still getting a big dividend compared to what they would.
Yeah. And Blakester, we got many subscribers over here that have done exactly what you're considering doing, getting into Misty. And we know subscribers that are here that tell us their financial situation. And I'm not going to put out their names because I wouldn't disclose anybody's financial information. And they put like $60,000 into Misty, and they're getting returns of anywhere between $2,000 at a low end and $8,000 of high end per month. $2,000 to $8,000 to month to live on in Thailand.
Yeah.
On top of their Social Security, on top of their pensions, on top of their 401k.
Yeah.
So they're living the good life. So
just
for
a quick
$60,000 investment.
Back of the napkin, 5K into Misty. If it's $20, you're getting 250 shares. Last month's payout would have been $500, a little over. So even if it's $1.50, you're still going to get $375 this month. and that's probably a low end, that the lowest you'd ever see. So for 5,000, if you can get 350 a month, even that's the lowest for 12 months, you're almost got your money back. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
And some of the subscribers been in a while, they've already got their money back in like 9-10 months. So now they're playing with house money. So Vandy Dandy, they should have delayed the crypto summit until they could announce concrete actions. Possibly, but you know, promises made, promises kept. I think that was a big part of what he his first 100 days in office. He wants to get a lot done.
Yeah.
Gone crazy with those executive orders, man.
He signed hundreds of them. Vandy Dandy, thank you for being a channel member. And yeah, I could see your point there. But they wanted to, allay a lot of the fears that they've made a promise and they're not going to keep it. So they want to have 100% transparency on this, and I think transparency is a good thing. I really do. So they're announcing every single step they make, so we could see it in real time.
That picture he's got there, I think that's a football player.
It does. It looks.
I can't make out the name.
I got to look on the TV there to see, but yeah, that looks like a football player.
Yeah,
in a jersey
that
there.
Is, Mandy.
Not sure who that is. It's very small.
April C. I rode in a robo-taxi in California, self-driving, no human last week. Interesting.
Yeah, in California, in San Francisco, I do know they have Waymo.
Yeah. Now, Waymo uses a different system than
Tesla,
and they won't ever be able to compete in volume. Like, it's way too expensive to outfit a Waymo taxi because they use different technology. So you're talking 100,000 versus a couple grand for Tesla. What's Duke doing these days, Coop? Willie, set for life if you're still holding the Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, set for life.
Definitely. What's Duke doing? I had a much smaller bag in 2011 before it was stolen at Mount Gox. Yeah, Mount Gox was one of those
big ones.
Yeah, similar to like Coinbase and that. Only they got monkey business going on. Yeah. Terry Fallon, hope you and Darlene have a great time in your cruise, Coop. Are your videos coming out about condo rentals?
Yes, we are. We got more videos that we filmed, and they will be out next week. So watch out for that. This week's big video is going to be the video that we did on care homes in Thailand, in the Pattaya area, and the price and the accommodation and the staff and what facilities they have there, and how much does it cost. We put all that into 2 videos, and they'll be out this week.
Yep.
Yeah. Including an interview with 2 of our subscribers that are currently staying in the one that we just filmed.
Yes. There's Jerry Hart. Good morning, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke. Hope you're all doing well. We are, Jerry.
We are, Jerry, and thank you for coming on and joining us, buddy.
Blakester Drums. Guys, FSD isn't that good. I've had 2 30-day trials. Other than interstate, you constantly have to intervene. Won't have the option in a robo-taxi, no steering wheel. The technology is continually improving, and I mean by leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
So every iteration that they update on their programs, it's not like a 20% better. It's like 100 to 500% better. So it's you just slow and steady. You'll see it. It's a future, guys. The reason it's a future, the technology will be a safer ride than the human controlling it. Humans are prone to make mistakes where the AI, it's, there it is. It doesn't. Don Delonic, if you can't stand the heat of the crypto market and stress out, get out. Patience is needed. Go golfing, get a massage, swim 100 laps in the pool, go to the beach, and look at 300 pretty ladies. Well, Donnie's got the right idea, doesn't he?
He's got the right mentality here in Thailand, yes. Yeah, buy and hold.
Chris Wheeler from Texas. Brooke long-term with Misty. I got 900 shares, but what happens if the shit hits the fan? What are you talking about? Like war declared somewhere? Who knows? No, you're 900 shares. I would just hang on to them. You're gonna, you'll get your money every month. You won't get withholding. You got to worry about your taxes at the year end being a U.S. citizen. But if you got it in a tax-free account, I think the IRAs are tax-free.
Yes, they are.
It'll grow there, and then you pull it out as you need it. But and even I think the taxes in the States are less than most of the world. So even if you got to pay tax on it, Chris, what you're getting is still way better than just a normal dividend on a 2 or 3% a year type of return.
Yeah, and you think capital gains tax in the U.S. is 35%. here, the tax on crypto in Thailand is only 10%.
I think that's
Huge
taxes.
difference.
Yeah, but that the payout from Misty will be regular income.
Yes.
It's not really a dividend, and it's not a capital gain. It'll be regular income. So you'll pay whatever your normal rate is.
Yeah.
But with, you know, exemptions and write-offs, I think in the States they got all kinds of write-offs. You'll be fine with it. So what I'm saying is, your 900 shares, you're going to get, you know, 1,500 to 3,000 a month. So, you know, you can definitely live on that here.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
And then some.
Philip Moore, what type of IBKR account do you need to buy Misty shares? Just a regular one. And how get approval for it for a UK citizen?
Okay, Philip. UK citizens can invest in the American stock market. There is no penalties for that. So you download the IBKR app on your cell phone. You have to register, so you have to give them a copy of your ID, passport, driver's license, etc., photo ID, along with your national insurance number for tax purposes. Like Americans have social security number, the British have national insurance number. So you have to give them your national insurance number, and it takes about 3 to 5 business days to get the account up and running. And then once it's open, you'll be able to buy the Misty shares on the stock market. So as a British person, it's not a problem. You can buy in it. The only thing that you cannot do as a British person on the US stock market is buy Bitcoin direct. It won't allow you. It's only for American citizens. But you can buy into MicroStrategy, you can buy into IBIT, Fidelity, ARK, that are Bitcoin holdings, shares for a percentage of Bitcoin. So you can do that as a British citizen, no problem.
Joe, you know, our buddy, is from England, and he had that.
We helped him set it up.
Yes, yeah. Philip, and he was able to do it and tickled pink. He's this month will be his second dividend he's getting. Paul from Scotland, I believe, did the same thing.
We helped him too. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a way around for
UK citizens. Yeah.
Gary Nedzek, you can reinvest Misty dividends and build it up, then start taking dividends later.
Yeah,
and
roll it out.
A lot of the guys here actually do that.
Yes.
You know, they maybe dabbled in it. They obviously had done their budgeting, don't need the extra. This was kind of bonus money. So they're decided to let it build up, get more shares, get a bigger dividend, get more shares, get a bigger. And then someday when they do need it, bingo, they got a nice income coming in. So
exactly.
Good way to do
Prepare for the bear market when it comes.
Chuck a luck. Morning, gentlemen. Any recommendations of a car service to and from Bangkok Airport?
Yes, the best one that we use and we recommend on our channel is Mike's Taxi. It's only 1,000 baht, $30 US thereabouts.
To Swampum, whatever.
Swampum Airport to Pattaya, Jomtien.
A little more for if you're going to Don Mon Airport, a little further away.
Yeah, but Swampum is the international airport, and that's where you're likely to fly into, Chuck. So that's the one that Darlene and I use. You use with Jackie, and they will meet you at the airport. They'll have a sign up with your name on it.
Nice.
And very, very good service. You can contact them. They're called Mike's Taxi here in Pattaya, and they're on Google. So just do a Google search, you'll come up with their number.
Bandy Dandy, Jay Cutler. That's okay. He played for Vanderbilt and the Chicago Bears. Yes, I remember.
Ah, okay. So that's who it is. Jay Cutler. Yes.
Chris Wheeler, it can happen quick, so be prepared.
It can jump very quick, crypto.
Yeah. Up or down.
Up or down.
Yeah. April C. Yepper, San Francisco. Interesting experience.
Yeah, San Francisco for the Waymo.
Okay.
Yeah, and I do have friends and family that have done it up there. They say they're big, they're bulky, they look ugly, but it works. So yeah, congratulations, April, on your first experience of a driverless car. You're now in the Jetsons. Welcome to the Matrix.
Jeff Sigler, I was in Phoenix last week, and those Waymos are everywhere out there.
Okay, so they're in Phoenix too. Yeah.
White Line, being in since 2013. He's talking about crypto here. I think seen all the ups and downs. The up has definitely won. Yeah.
It has. Over the course of time, the up will always win.
Yeah.
You're going to
12
have
years now he's been in. So there you
you're
go.
going to have a lot of volatility in crypto. You're going to have high highs, low lows, and you're going to think to yourself, "Oh God, I'm losing all this money." Well, you're not losing it. Don't sell. Hold it. Wait for it to hit that magic target that you're looking for. Once it hits that magic target, then do what you want. But just hold it. Don't get scared. That's what they're hoping for. That's what the whales want. They want you to sell it cheaper to them so they can buy it back less than what the fair market value is. And that's the way they play the games. They like to do that. They do that with all stocks on the market. Look at Nvidia right now. It's tanked big time. Look at Tesla. It's tanked big time. A lot of stocks are majorly down right now. Great opportunity. The whales come in, they buy them cheaper because they know in 3 months' time that stock's going to be even more than what the person selling it bought in at. So, and then they sell it, wait for it to go back down again, buy back in. And that's all these big whales do. And so you just got to hold your guns, as I like to say, hold the horse by the reins, wait it out, and you will be happy.
And the other thing, guys, listen, if you're looking to generate income while you're waiting, take a look at options. And the way to do that is start with YouTube. I do covered calls strictly, so I don't play any of these wild option strategies. Covered calls is actually a safer bet than just simply owning the stock. And once you study it, you'll say, yeah, I can kind of supplement my income. Now, what I keep telling everybody, I do that, and I'm getting paid to wait.
Yeah.
So basically, I generate a little bit of money every day from the options, simply waiting until the price does go up.
Yeah.
And anyways, it's very interesting. So take a look at that.
And you have to have 100 shares to sell a call.
Yes. You need a minimum.
One
of
call is
100
100 shares.
Correct. One contract is 100 shares.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you honestly, I've had people thank me. Oh, Brooke, this options is great. Anyways, which is good.
And it's a way to generate money while you have all the volatility going
on
around you.
He's happy he's getting paid to wait. You know what I mean? So
and if that's too much for you, think about MSTY, because at least then you're playing on the crypto market, but you're getting a check every month.
Yeah. Blakester Drums, my MSTY plan is to buy more MSTY with the dividends, as well as purchase $100 weekly for 2 years until 62. Well, there's a good plan.
That is a very good plan. Yeah.
And there's more than just MSTY. I mean, it's called Yield Max ETFs. All one word, Yield Max ETFs. They're, listed on the stock exchange. They have a whack of these ETFs. MSTY's one of their biggest. But you can do the similar thing with a monthly payout on Nvidia, Apple, Amazon. They have, Udos. I think they're up to like 20, 25 different stocks now that you can cover. Now, the dividends vary, and their percentage payouts vary. But yeah, you can generate a monthly check, and they all pay monthly. That's their key. So yeah, take a look. Steve Dice, difficult to determine Doe's savings when Musk team misreads databases and court orders rehiring of fired employees. I'm not confident. Well, some people are, but some people aren't. It's like anything.
Yeah. Some people like it, some won't.
I suppose if you're one of the guys losing your job, you're not.
You're going to be angry. Yeah, of course you're going to be angry, and that's understandable there, Steve. Yeah.
Don Delonic, the crypto seminar Friday was clear as mud. But BlackRock, Sailor, Coinbase, Garling House have many things cooking in the ovens. Patience, people, patience.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Oh, hey, smart minds.
Yeah.
You got the smartest brains on the planet. They're all with crypto, that Trump's appointed dealing with that. So guess where that, to me, that means good news coming. White Lime, Nam Lady Taxi, also very good. Yeah, I've heard that
from
Nam
Bangkok to
good.
Pattaya. Yeah. Not sure on their prices.
I think similar. I think it's similar.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all competing. Definitely cheaper, guys, than just looking at Bolt.
Yes.
Bolt's going to be more money because, it is. Roger Carpenter, how do you roll over your MSTY dividends? Just learning to play with the big boys. I don't know if they've got a dividend reinvestment plan, which would be automatic. I doubt they do have, because I looked for it and I couldn't find it. So you basically have to just do it yourself manually. So, if your dividend's $300, you can buy another 15 shares, whatever the price, $20 a share. Yeah, just you might have to do that manually, but yeah.
Every time you get a payout, just click buy more.
Well, and I know Bubba was big into this.
Oh, yeah.
And early on. So he's done very well. But he was buying extra shares every month.
Yes.
Because he didn't need all the money he was making.
No.
I just told him, Bubba, tax time's coming. You better keep a month or two dividends ahead to pay your taxes. So he laughed. Tommy Lee, good morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. There's that smile. Good to see everyone is doing well.
And hello, Tommy, and thank you for coming on to the live stream. Much appreciated.
Terry Fallon, looks like Trump is creating an opportunity for the whales to buy low.
Yes, that's what I think. I think they're creating an opportunity for the whales to buy low before the big spike up. And the whales are buying big time, Terry. They really are. And I still believe this year we're going to have a supply shortage of Bitcoin.
Oh, wow.
Sailor's still buying. Yeah. IBIT has announced they're going to be buying 1 to 2%. So the U.S. government is going to be buying. Countries around the world are going to be buying. And I think we're going to come into a supply shock. If they announce no taxes on crypto, this can go parabolic very, very, very fast.
Slow and steady.
So, yeah, just hold right now. Chill out. We're still in the bull market. The bull market doesn't finish until the end of the year. So just chill out and hold. Don't stress it. If you're put in your leverage too heavy, then unleverage too heavy. It's always good to hedge your bets. Like Brooke and I, we're big into AI and Bitcoin. And that's where we put our two plays, because that's where the future is on AI. Quantum computing is a big one for the future. NVIDIA is a good stock to buy right now. It's very low. Also, Tesla is very low. Good buying opportunity there. They got a lot of great things coming out this year, Tesla. They got the robo-taxi. They got the robots. They got Neuralink coming out next year. So
battery packs.
The battery packs that they're selling worldwide. A lot is happening right now in AI and crypto. Everybody's just holding on right now, waiting for this big announcement in June. Yep, where the money's coming from, how much they're going to be buying.
And put it this way, the paper hands are selling and the whales are buying. They're happy to buy your Bitcoin at 80,000.
Exactly.
Tommy Lee, hey, you guys should look at JPEG. Okay, that's another dividend payer. It's an ETF from JP Morgan. I'm getting about 1% a month payable monthly. Yep, that's like just 12% a year.
Yeah, that's a good return. Then you're keeping up with tax rate and inflation.
Yeah. With the yield max ETFs, you're probably getting your 12% a month instead of a year. So
yeah.
But Tommy's right. That JPEG, that's definitely less volatile, more stable, has paid monthly forever. It's a combination, I think, of the 500 S&Ps, and they also have one for the NASDAQ. So it's one of those two.
Yeah. So the start of last week, Bitcoin was hovering around the high 80s. It dropped all the way down to 80,000, and it's now at 81.7. So it is starting to rebound, and this is what normally happens on a Monday. So on Friday, it closed at stock market at 86. It's now getting upwards to 82. Let's see what happens this week. But all the markets are down. Solana's down 7% in the last 24 hours. XRP down 6%. Doge is down at 9.69%, almost 10% down, trading at 17 cents. ADA is also down. They're all down right now. So let's see what happens this week and where we are next Monday. Now, no matter where I am on the live stream, when you're doing the live stream while I'm on the cruise, I will come on into the comment section and I will be messaging. I'll set my alarm so I come on in the comment section and I'll harass Mr. Brooke Schneider.
I'll probably have to block you.
You don't know how to block.
I told you.
Yeah.
April C, the news here said the 200 million in crypto reserve was off the table for what that is worth. Off the table as far as selling whatever the audit comes up with, and they have been found out in storage, they're going to keep.
Well, there's been estimates that's anywhere between 200,000 Bitcoin and 215,000 Bitcoin. They don't know exactly how many there are, April, hence for the audit this month.
Okay.
And then they're going to release that information to the public, how much they're holding in Bitcoin, how much they're holding in Cardano, Sol, and all the other ones that they announce, XRP, that the U.S. government currently holds.
Interesting.
So look out for that audit later on this month.
Stacks Bitcoin. Robinhood has auto and reinvest dividends. There you go. So I guess the platform, meaning Robinhood, you can just simply hit the auto or the reinvest and they will. Yeah. Good to know.
Yeah. So since we started the live stream, Bitcoin is up $2,000. So it is a very, very volatile asset. And it does go up and down like that with the news.
People are listening to us.
Yeah. And let's just have a look. We got 92 people watching and 44 likes only. So about half. So if you're watching the live stream, hit the thumbs up button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, guys. And it really does help support the channel. If you're watching on the replay, hit it as well, because we need to get 100 likes per live stream. So that way YouTube will pump it out to other people and more people can come on and join the good conversation, such as yourselves.
Good to know. Dave Stewart, good morning, CBD. Brooke, what income on average can you expect per month selling one option contract? Okay, so typically, I think like this week I went out I rolled the March to June, March, April, May. So I went out 90 days. And I think, and I locked in at $800 on MicroStrategy. And I think I ended up getting like $6 a share. So maybe 600 for the contract.
Okay.
So, hey, so what's my downside? My downside is if it hits 800, I lose my stock, but I'm in at less than half that, you know. So I'm okay with that. In the meantime, I keep that premium regardless of what happens.
And you get paid the stock price.
And I get paid the stock price should it hit that strike.
You'll get paid $800 per share.
Yeah, typically that I don't think it's ever going to hit that. So I'm kind of getting paid to wait. And then in June, when it expires, you know, worthless, I'll just sell another call, probably another 90 days out. And where you get the leverage is when you have multiple contracts, which I tend to do. So I think in that case, I sold 2. So, you know, just bumped up the income for June by $1,200 roughly, I think it was.
Yeah.
But you get to pick your sell price, strike price. And if I had gone at say $600, I still would have been making good money, and you would have got even more of the premium for, you know, but then there's a better chance the stock
that it could hit
away.
Could hit that price.
And I think the maximum I could have went was like almost $1,100, but you know, I don't think it's going anywhere near that. So why? And that would have been less money I would have got. But you never want to lose your stock. So you might want to say, hey, I'm going in 1,000. And if I get 1,000, I'm a happy camper.
Exactly.
That's like $100,000 for one contract. So, yeah, but yeah, even that'll pay a premium. Yeah.
No.
So again, do your research, guys. YouTube has lots of videos on covered calls on your options. That's probably all I'd recommend you look at. And, you know, if you're owning the stock and you want to generate a little more income, look into that. April C, anyone in America without a all-in-one loan versus FHA loan or veterans is doing it wrong. Once my financial advisor explained to me what the all-in-one loan pays, principal first, not interest, crazy. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know a lot about that there. April, you got one up on Cooper and Brooke. We don't mess with any of those. Not saying it's a bad thing. Obviously, it's a great thing for you. So thumbs up to you, sweetheart. You're doing well. And that is the end of the comment section. So we're going to wrap up today. Brooke will be back on the live stream on Saturday. We have the video coming out on Thursday about the care home. And then he'll be back on Monday for Crypto Mondays. And we will periodically try and come on to the live stream in the comment section. And helping Mr. Schneider out. So thank you all for your support.
So today's Monday.
Yeah, you'll be back on Saturday and
next Saturday. Oh,
Saturday and next Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're going to Route 66 today, this morning.
Yeah.
After the live stream. So anybody, wanting a good breakfast with unlimited coffee, and it's good coffee.
Good American diner.
Yeah, come on and meet us out at Route 66.
Yeah, we'll be there at 11 o'clock today, or shortly before.
Nice.
Yeah. Got a couple comments left.
Richard Woolley says, thanks, guys. Thumbs up.
Thank you, Richard. Much appreciated.
Jeff Trujillo. Hi, guys. Great show as always. I was wondering, I have a Charles Schwab account. Do I still need a Wise account? I would, Jeff, when I retire in the land of smiles. And why I say I would, it'll give you, number one, backup, and number two, an option to see, hey, who's got the best exchange rate today? You know what I mean? You can price them both out and see which is best for transferring. But definitely anyone get a Wise account. You don't have to use it, but at least you got it as backup,
And it gives you better exchange rates.
I find better exchange rates, and it's secure. It's worldwide. So, yeah, I mean, in the Philippines, that's pretty well what anybody working offshore, and there are a lot of them, use is Wise. That's how I twigged on it. I just, shit, if they're all using it, there's got to be a reason.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And Terry Fallon says,
see you Saturday, Brooke.
And see you Saturday, Terry from Brooke. He's a bit nervous doing it for the first time by himself.
A techie. So
Darlene's done it all for you. She set it all up.
Yeah, it seemed pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and
Dave Stewart, thanks and happy cruising.
And thank you, Dave. Yeah, we'd like to take Darlene and I 3-4 holidays a year and go cruising around the planet, seeing everything that's on my bucket list, and Darlene's bucket list for that matter. So we do love cruising. It's a great experience, and it's like a moving hotel. You wake up and you're in a different place every single day. So super fantastic. We love it. So until next time, I will see you guys on the live streams. I'll be in the chat somewhere, and we will be back to doing our normal live streams with myself and Mr. Brooke Schneider in April. So April 2nd, I believe, is the Monday.
Okay. Wow, sir.
So we'll be back for that, for the Crypto Monday on April the 2nd.
Hear about your cruise a bit.
Yeah. And Big Lee says good night from Houston, Texas. Thank you, Lee. Much appreciated.
He's got the Raiders sitting there.
And until, the Las Vegas Raiders now.
Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah.
So, they move around quite a bit, the Raiders. And very, very good team. I used to follow them back in the day. I really liked the Raiders. So thank you for that. And April C says, stay safe and have a great time on your trip. Thank you, April. Anne Throckmorton says, bon voyage. And thank you, Anne. So until next time,
hit that like button. Make Darlene smile.
Thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the button on there for notifications. Set it to all so you can see all the great videos that Darlene and I have filmed in the last 2 weeks. They'll be coming out on the channel this month. So a lot of good videos there. And Tim says, thanks, guys. And thank Jim, for being a channel member. Much appreciated. Until next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all.
Stay safe.
Stay tuned.